Now turn to our attention of campaign 2016, where Donald Trump has appointed a transition team leader to help build his cabinet and smooth his transition into politics.
However, the GOP is still fractured, and any plans of the White House might need to be put on hold until this relationship is mended.
Yeah, for more on the latest developments tonight, we now bring in KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan. And Dave, Trump's latest personal attacks on Clinton may turn off more voters than actually gain voters, it seems.
It's certainly possible. And, you know, the Trump-Clinton battle is not waiting. You know how they wait for Labor Day usually to start the tradition? Not this time, right? And we said it'd be a rough campaign. Of course, it didn't take a genius to see that. Hillary Clinton is fighting on two fronts tonight. She's been pounded by Donald Trump, who's now accusing her of being complicit in her husband's bad behavior. And Bernie Sanders, remember him? He's speaking at this hour to a big crowd of enthusiastic supporters in Sacramento in a minor league baseball stadium.
Our president, our next president, Bernie Sanders.
With almost no chance of winning the Democratic presidential nomination, Bernie Sanders put an exclamation point on his intention to keep on campaigning right down to the convention, headlining an evening rally in Sacramento, complicating Hillary Clinton's campaign to unite the party behind her candidacy.
We're coming to California on June 7th, and with your help, we are going to win the biggest prize of all, the California primary.
Sanders is here for a reason, the same reason Hillary Clinton spent a couple of days campaigning up and down California last week.
Today we mailed 1.6 million vote-by-mail ballots. And if a voter receives a ballot and they want to vote in a primary for another party, they still have the opportunity.
In the last presidential primary in 2012, absentee ballots made up more than 65% of the total vote in California. And 2 years ago, in 2014, nearly 70% of the total California primary vote was from absentee ballots. That means that by June 7th, when the California primary takes place, half or more of the total vote may have already been cast by mail-in ballots. But Sanders isn't Clinton's only problem.
They're going after me with women. Give me a break, folks.
Donald Trump railing about Clinton, calling her an enabler of her husband's extramarital affairs, victimizing powerless young women.
She's married to a man who was the worst abuser of women in the history of politics.
And Clinton, Trump charges, was part of the team.
She was a total enabler. She would go after these women and destroy their lives. She treated these women horribly. She was an unbelievably nasty, mean enabler.
I'm going to let him run his campaign however he chooses.
At a coffee klatch with working women in Northern Virginia, a swing county and a battleground state, Hillary Clinton stayed on the sidelines.
I'm not running against him. He's doing a fine job of doing that himself. I'm running my campaign, what I want to do as president, what I stand for, what I've always stood for, and what I believe is going to make a difference to the people of this country.
Trump's attack strategy appears to be risky. Attacking the infidelity victim may not go over well with some women voters. And in a discussion on CNN's AC 360 Monday night, the sparks were flying.
I don't, for the life of me, understand how we got to a place where this woman who was running for president and did not cheat on her husband is all of this sudden the predator, is all of this sudden the person to blame. Is all of this sudden the person to blame you're calling her an enabler. You're saying that she should be ashamed of herself for criticizing this woman who cheated on, who was the source of the affair with her husband.
Now the attacks on Trump are coming from across the border as well. Former Mexican President Vicente Fox, who had previously declared Mexico would not pay for Trump's border wall, is now calling Trump a greedy false prophet who is lying to the American people. He's urging the voters to wake up. And this photograph of Fox making an obscene gesture was intended for Trump as well. Now tonight, a pro-Clinton super PAC has responded to Trump's attack with a new video that includes some of his disparaging remarks about women. So the parameters of the fall campaign are becoming pretty clear, and the Clinton supporters are taking a page out of Bill Clinton's playbook, that is, respond to criticism quickly and bluntly. Get in there right away.
Yeah, so getting back to Bernie Sanders, so he's at this big rally in Sacramento. Do you think he's starting to take a toll on Hillary Clinton, continuing to challenge her? like
Well,
this?
you know, there's two ways. Some say that by challenging her, he's actually making her sharper. But I don't think he's taking a toll yet. He's not attacking her directly now, but he's still criticizing the big money super PACs that are supporting her and the hundreds of insider super delegates who will support her at the convention. And when he raises Clinton's name, Sanders' very enthusiastic supporters often respond with loud boos, like they did tonight in Sacramento. The key for the Democrats is when this campaign is over, Bernie Sanders pledged to do whatever it takes to defeat Donald Trump, no matter who the Democrats nominate. And if he can bring along his very excited supporters, which is not clear, it would be a tremendous boost to her in November. And the Democrats appear at this point to have a much better chance of uniting than it appears the Republicans have at this moment. Jeff?